they just don't have it right now. So we're actually getting live into the game. Talking about Titanfall, we have Titan Cypher versus Ash of Clan 102, kicking off their semi-final best of 3 on Blood Run. And following this map is Cure, picked by Ash, and if a decide is required, it will be Furious Heights, as we see Cypher getting a fantastic start with every piece of armor and health on the map. He is looking so good.
Yeah, such a terrible start for Ash. There's no other way to look at it. Didn't get the LG, has a plasma grenade. He's doing a drop down, trying to deal as much damage as he can. If he can hit a lot, it would be a great thing because it is a strong weapon.
Nice.
But fortunately, Cypher on top, the railgun to finish, and just about in time for the red armor, which Ash probably shouldn't challenge for. Yeah, 2-0.
I just had to press tab quickly there because Ash was pushing Cypher with a plasma gun as if it was land plasma almost, which is like a different weapon because land plasma is so amazing. But he was just going to go for it, and it seems as if it's not paying off. And this is the kind of moves he made against Pavel as well, when Pavel started in control in their Blood Run game. And of course that was, very nice direct rocket from Ash there, but it's not going to be enough just yet to really save him, as the red armor is coming up for Cypher, and there's nothing Ash can do about it. So it was somewhat redundant damage, unless Ash decides to make a follow-up play on the Mega, which is spawning momentarily. Going for some damage. Not really going to get too much here. Cypher going to sweep away this Mega without too much problem, I should think. But here comes Ash trying to commit for this, and his damage is actually quite good.
Yeah, 40%, really good burst damage with that lightning gun as well. I think it was a good decision. He knew both players were equal, and he is still kind of keeping the game close at the moment. One more railgun would put Cypher down to like a ridiculously low percentage. A grenade as well, nice. 95. He'll back off and pick up the yellow and actually gift Ash there. Good stuff from Ash.
That was actually amazing. It was a series of risky plays, but Ash actually executed it perfectly, locking Cypher away with those grenades and tempting him to go for the shot. And there you go, Cypher's going to find another shot right there down onto Ash as he awaits the juicy Mega health as it spawns right now. And Cypher's going to should be able to take this red without too much of a problem. Ash not a great position to do damage, and Cypher poking in for another rail, connecting, putting Ash in a nasty position as Cypher goes up to 150 armor. So Cypher's looking very strong again, and I really am seeing the next Mega going to him.
Yeah, he's definitely in a position to put LG damage down, or even rockets if Ash comes charging through. And the question is, will Ash actually challenge for it? We'll see later on. But there is still quite a way until it spawns. We've got a red armor up first. Ash just waiting for an opportunity to come up, just baiting the jump maybe to see Cypher push out with a lightning gun, get a perspective as to where he is. But Cypher picking up the yellow instead, and here comes that Mega we're talking about. Probably going to go to Cypher.
Yeah, just some grenades coming in. Ash going for a rail as well, trying to get something done, and he does actually hit another rail. That should allow him to continue the pressure now. He knows after hitting that rail, he can get aggressive. Had he not hit that, Cypher can bully him away from everything. Look at this, pushing Cypher off. Cypher keeps trying to do that bit of damage, and Ash is not going to let him play around and committing until the death. So Ash may be a bit too ballsy right there, and going to go down again surely to the LG of Cypher. 4-0. Things get worse and worse for Ash.
Yeah, the spawn's coming into play as well. Cypher had an LG, gonna have to switch out the machine gun. We'll get the frag, but the Mega's ready up and waiting. And actually, don't think Cypher wants to challenge just in case Ash got the lightning gun spawn, which he did. So smart play from Cypher there just to give that one up and prevent losing a frag. But Ash kind of threw all of that away. He worked so hard in the opening minutes, and he just instead decided to commit to a frag in that corridor. And again, both players really low. So Ash has to back away, pick up the yellow armor. And Cypher needs to find some health ASAP. The 225's not up for him.
Yeah, indeed. Cypher still hurting, and here comes Ash. What a dive! Ash just jumps in LG Cypher almost to death within an inch of his life, and then just exits through the teleporter, leaving Cypher just confused now. Cypher is going to lose position, should lose position on this Mega. Actually, Ash not there in time to deny it. Going to take nasty rockets. Those Cypher rockets too good. Hits a clutch rail, but it will not keep him alive. Cypher, 41 health, 15 armor, going to get the benefit of those double 25s. And he's now 6-0, so he's back in a decent position. Ash, it's these attacks from Ash. This is kind of the territory where if Ash dies another time or two, we might even just see him forfeit, as he's tried so many times to make plays, and Cypher just wins. And look at this scoreline now.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. When you play against someone like Cypher or even Evil, their aim is just on that next level. That even if you hit a lot, you're going to get hit by the same amount, if not more, back. And really, 8-0, there should be another one for Cypher. He's got enough LG to find the fact. Even swaps out to the railgun to finish him off. And that's going to make it 9-0. And a 1-0 score difference is enough on Bloodrun, let alone 9-0 to take away first map here. So CYPHER just, yeah, going to probably keep up the aggression like we spoke about earlier, DDK, and just leave it to Ash as to whether he wants to carry on taking the onslaught or forfeit. But yeah. I don't see a way back in if CYPHER keeps playing like this.
It is really tough. I mean, this is the thing with Bloodrun. Like, we could see Pavel in his game. I mean, he really showed us a lot about Bloodrun in his play. He really taught us about the map because he was his statement about the map was when he had a 2-3 frag lead, he was like, all right, I don't need, like we said, he didn't need items because all he needs to do is just keep his armor up because he knows there's so many corners, so many ways to escape situations that his opponent's always going to turn the corner and get hit by at least 100 damage to him. So then it's an even fight where he then has an advantage. So he doesn't even need the mega, he doesn't need the red. Just take the yellows and keep playing defensively. And my god, what did we just see from Ash? Insane grenade coming in after that fight. And Ash is trying to make something happen, but CYPHER showing some sick timing right there is going to make Ash's life hell.
Yeah, and even though Ash got that frag, he doesn't have much to work with off the spawn. CYPHER's going to get yellow armor. Still technically in the lead. Is the 50 HP up for Ash? No, it is. Oh, okay, perfect timing for Ash. Spawned as he dropped onto it. But CYPHER ready and waiting with the rockets. Down to 11 HP. Ash, he needs to hit absolutely everything. He's doing a good job of dodging. Decides not to drop back onto the 225. Thought it might be a little bit obvious for CYPHER. And instead, CYPHER going to find the frag, pick them up for himself, extend the lead back to 8.
Yeah, this is really problematic. I don't feel like... I mean, we'll see probably some frags coming in from Ash because I think that CYPHER, with this lead, can feel like he can just stay aggressive. Because like the point that you made on toxicity, if he keeps staying aggressive, even if Ash makes a frag, he gets put in a really awkward position where he needs to kind of be lucky on where CYPHER spawns and what items are up. And so CYPHER, if he just keeps staying aggressive instead of trying to defend the lead, which is what Pavel was doing, he actually has, with his execution, that's like a more optimal play at this point in time to secure the win on Bloodrun on the first map in this semi-final. And look at that rocket jump, perfect there. Gonna punish Ash, and it's not looking good. 3 minutes left, and Ash gonna get railed as well, so nothing going his way at all.
Yeah, it really is not. CYPHER 162-63. There comes the fact with the railgun as well. The forfeit, you called it, comes in. 12-2 final score here on map number 1.
Yeah, so we're going to move to Cure, which is Ash's home territory. But the thing is that Cure is a map that plays immensely well to CYPHER's innate play style. It's a map which is about positioning, dealing amazing damage with awesome spots, baiting, trapping, being sneaky, awareness. Those are all CYPHER skill sets. Like that's all things that all skills that he's very, very good at. That kind of enable him to crush players at the highest level. And so Ash, even though it's his best map, I'm really expecting a kind of crushing performance here from CYPHER. Let's see how it goes. The match is starting. We're going to be on Ash to begin with. Take it away.
Yeah, we're going to see who gets what spawn. Looking at Ash, he will be getting the red armor. Meanwhile, CYPHER with the lightning gun. Would he drop down to Mega Health straight away? Would be a huge risk. And Ash actually nowhere near, so CYPHER probably could have done with doing that. But Ash going to pick up the yellow armor as well. And the rocket launcher, and he has just about everything. He needs to find an LG and railgun next on his list, DDK.
Yeah, Ash is going to be collecting everything. He doesn't have the LG, though. This is very problematic. CYPHER, look, beautiful rockets from Ash. That completely saved him right there, because there's no way he's going to get that red otherwise. And now he might even get a frag as well, just timing his jump on the escape. So CYPHER was banking on letting Ash take the red armor and taking the mid-range fight with the LG on top of the stairs, because there's no way for Ash to respond with no LG. He would just die. But because he hit those 2 direct rockets at the start, that completely saved Ash, and now he's in control. So those rockets, so huge, stopped CYPHER.
Yeah, what's important here for Ash as well, he knows the time on the yellow armor. He saw CYPHER back away. He knows he would have picked it up, and CYPHER's ready and waiting to steal away the red armor. Could have gone the other way, but at least he's taken it away from him. But like I was saying, Ash knows the time of the yellow armor. He can come here, pick it up, then move out back to red armor, then to Mega Health. This is a good position for him. The rockets at LG will find their second frag on the board, and here comes that yellow.
Yeah, really nice building into the momentum he got at the start of the red fight. Ash is looking confident at the moment. The thing is that one rocket, bad rocket, could change everything. One rail could change it all. But oh wow, those shots from Ash are magnificent. Now as CYPHER comes in with some defensive rockets, as Ash takes him down, he will be somewhat weak to Megas there to help boost him back up. But CYPHER's still a threat with this kind of stack from Ash. Waiting on this this yellow to spawn. Looks like he won't be harassed actually.
That's some crazy railguns from Ash, really was. And yeah, good stuff from him. As he takes that yellow armor, and we see Cypher set up a bit of a trap by this red, but he's going to have to hit direct rocket. He has no armor. Cypher has to be careful. There comes a direct rocket. In comes Cypher now, and he'll find the frag as well. Wow, brilliant response.
Yeah, I mean, oh no, now Ash is going to get caught going for this LG. Maybe a bit of a misplay from Ash, but actually, due to the fact that Cypher's so low, if he mis-executes a little bit, we can see that that's what happens. Allows Ash to escape and almost get a frag at one point. But yeah, that was the obvious play for Cypher to go and protect the red from the mid-level there with the rocket. I think Ash could have predicted that a bit better, but it then just came down to execution. It was just how it worked out, and Cypher, of course, those rockets just unbelievable. And now we have a 3-to-1 situation. Cypher's in the game again now, has all the item times he needs, and here he is. This is the awareness coming into play. What can he do with the information that he's getting?
Yeah, look how quiet Cypher's being as well. Now Ash knows where he is. Now he can play a little bit more carefully. As Ash only has 53 points of armor, 100 points of health. There should be a red armor for Cypher. Ash can't really afford to go in. They've got mega health as well. Ash will have to give that up surely and back away. But at the same time, he's worried that Cypher might just go straight for the yellow armor, try and catch him out. And instead, as a result, Cypher going to be able to take both away. But Ash with some great defensive railguns.
Yeah, these rails could really make the difference here for Ash if he keeps this going. But look at the time for red. It's 5 seconds till it spawns. Cypher is just trying to work out how best to attack this. How is Ash going for it? And look at that. Great patience from Cypher. Almost connected the rail as well. And because he wasn't too rushed to try to go onto the red and instead took his time, he was able to get the best possible situation almost. So very well played from Cypher, as once again you can see him baiting the yellow for just a little bit there while staying silent. And eventually he's going to catch Ash here because he has the pattern right now. And Ash, if he takes one rail, he's in just huge problems if Cypher keeps taking or running the map like this.
Yeah, at the same time, it could be quite predictable from Ash if he realised that Cypher's doing that. He might expect Cypher to be setting up a trap, so could perhaps check those angles that Cypher might be standing, waiting. And there we go, looks to pick off one of the yellow armor, which was next on Cypher's list. So really good stuff from Ash on the defensive play yet again. And we've got Mega Health coming up soon. Again, Ash can't really be in a position to challenge for it, but might stick around to find a round in the UK.
And here you go, Cypher's going to catch Ash going for the green armor, takes the fight down towards that yellow armor room, and he just melts his opponent there. Ash goes down. He does get the red off the spawn, but can Cypher just challenge him because he's got no weapons, only got a rail close range? What are you going to do with that? Absolutely nothing. Cypher ties up the game 3-3. His patience yields a fantastic result in a tie game.
Yeah, that first railgun, had he hit that, he would have been on the back away, push Cypher back down. Unfortunately, somehow, I don't know how, he's going to be really annoyed at himself, missed it. And this is going to give Cypher maybe another kill. 7, he'll drop down, Crater, 3-2. Now loses the lead after that suicide, and red armor will be going to Cypher. And again, look at the separation. Ash can't really take anything, maybe a green armor at most, which we don't see on the left of our screens. But yeah, tough times.
And 5 minutes left now, and it's just such a tight game. Ash needs to win this. It's match point for Cypher, the Belarusian Titan now, as he stands on the platform getting so many rails, the slugs pumping into him from Ash in the distance. Now Cypher going to close that distance onto the red as he approaches it just on time to take it away. Ash is in trouble now on a stack perspective, but how is Cypher going to take this fight? Ash is very smart. He picks up the yellow. Again, Cypher, we heard Cypher from his perspective hear that. So Cypher's got a bit of an advantage, knowing where Ash was coming from. And look at this, he catches Ash. Such a beautiful catch there from Cypher. Very well read, all because he waited. He didn't give away any sound cues himself, but he heard where Ash was.
Yeah, I think Ash was gambling on Cypher waiting for the red. As a result, might end up getting stuck in, and Cypher backing away to pick it up. Yeah, Ash has got to really be thinking about his moment of opportunity now. We've got 4 minutes remaining or just upon that, and a 2-frag deficit for him. He's currently about 100 armor behind Cypher on the chase yet again with the lining, and again, great defensive rockets from Ash, but he keeps getting caught in sticky situations. The railgun will finish him off as well. That's it, 3-frag deficit now, and again, just everything and more going in Cypher's favour at the moment. Yet red armor is still up on his spot, Cypher baiting it.
5-2 the score. Ash is going to go for that bait, going to grab that red armor. He escapes, but how much damage was done? What was the cost now as Cypher strides right onto that mega health? And now he's going to charge into Ash over at the yellow. Wouldn't even be too surprised to see Actually, that fight started out very well for Ash, in fact. I thought CYPHER might even get aggressive rocket jump into Ash's face, but here we go. Catches Ash at the next red armor. Ash, perhaps not enough forethought there. Perhaps not enough time to feel like he could go for another play. Here he is, getting cut down again by CYPHER's aggression off the spawn. What is he to do now as he finds himself 5 frags behind him with 3 minutes remaining?
I mean, Ash is hitting all the railguns he needs to hit. It's just CYPHER's coming in aggressively to everywhere Ash is sort of preventing or trying to prevent the aggression coming from. CYPHER really just does not care at this point in picking up the items at times, just wants to find the kills. Yet again, you can see the red armor's up on its spot. Instead, CYPHER just wants to try and extend this lead as much as possible, keep up the aggression, just prevent Ash from getting any kind of confidence. And the railguns are only going to do so much. If you hit a railgun across the map, sure, great, well done to you. But at the end of the day, when CYPHER comes in, you need to be ready to hit all of your LG. And really, CYPHER's just not giving him that opportunity. Definitely.
I feel like Ash is at this point, it's almost reached the threshold where he feels like it's over, and he just goes for the forfeit. But right now, I think he knows he has a little bit of time left. It's the last map. He's going to try another couple attempts and see if he can bring himself back in the game, because right now it looks incredibly dire for him as CYPHER progresses forwards. Great stack. What a flawless play from CYPHER with a couple rockets. Dismisses Ash as if he's nothing, moving 10-2 on the scoreboard. And Ash jumping below CYPHER, picking up the shards. CYPHER knows where he can be. There it is. Too easy for CYPHER right now.
Yeah, really great railguns again coming out from CYPHER. And I mean, I don't think Ash hasn't particularly played awful. He's doing quite a lot of things right, but just the item timing, spawn timings have gone in favor of CYPHER all the time. Just when CYPHER's had control, he's been really able to punish Ash, which we just didn't see coming out from Ash.
And here's a bit of a rail duel that Ash actually is looking to win here, and it's going to be CYPHER who wins it instead. And where is Ash going to spawn? Not much time left now. The game is certainly over. No way Ash is going to find himself 9 frags in 60 seconds. I don't think I've seen that happen in a Quake duel. 9 in 60 seconds. Have you seen that?
Don't think so. I mean, I'm pretty sure even if CYPHER's power went out, he wouldn't respawn quick enough for Ash to get the kills. So, yeah, it's not. He'd have to self-kill. Why not? Someone could go onto CYPHER's computer, rebound W to force kill, and maybe then we could be okay.
I don't know. Maybe. But it looks like it is indeed just over. Poor Ash. Like you said, I mean, he didn't do anything particularly terrible. It's just, I mean, Quake can put you in some spots. Because we saw, like, before I make that point, let's look back at the game as it was. The first 5 minutes, it was actually really close. Like, it was, you know, just a couple frags difference. It was a 3-1 for Ash for a while, and then CYPHER slowly worked his way back in with some just very smart play, and it just kind of snowballed after that. It was, you know, a couple bad plays from, or not necessarily bad plays, but he got out executed on some of the plays where he was trying to come back into control. And CYPHER had such a strong cycle after that. Got another couple frags, and before you know it, it's like 5-3, 6-3, 8-3, and then it just gets more desperate. And it looks like 14-2. That's going to be the last map here, because CYPHER, he won the first one, Blood Run. So Ash is now out, and CYPHER's going to secure his spot in the grand finals. Any last thoughts on that one?
Really just, obviously, I think CYPHER clocked onto the fact Ash was trying to use a lot of railgun on the angles, and once CYPHER figured that out, he'd just go in aggressively, and obviously when you're playing out of control, you're looking for shots on Mega Health, you're trying to get a time, you're trying to hit shots down onto red armor, and CYPHER just wasn't allowing that to happen. He would just come in and prevent that, and when he did catch Ash off guard, quite a lot of the time Ash had a railgun out, and he hit one rail, maybe 2 railguns, but at the end of the day, the LG or rockets are just going to deal so much more in a quick amount of time, and yeah, that just really punished Ash for it. But looking forward to the grand final, that's for sure. Yeah,
and we have another semi-final coming up after the break, so stay with us, guys. We'll be back here live on Face It TV for the second semi-final to decide who will play against CYPHER in the grand final for the 10th Sunday Cup of the winter season here, so stay with us.